It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn and everyone, telling me they love me and,
Allie Carter is back. And this time, she's unleashing all the tea about what Diddy supposedly did to Justin Bieber. Ever since Justin got caught up with Diddy, he has never been the same. And people can't stop wondering, what exactly went down between them?
You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But you never really got my number, so.
Correct. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
Justin went from a young superstar to someone dealing with all kinds of struggles. He started acting out, facing multiple health issues. And just when it seemed like he was getting his life back together, this Diddy situation came creeping back up. Now, word on the street is that Justin might be spiraling all over again, drowning himself in substances. Have you seen the latest photos of him floating around online? He looks completely drained, skin and bones, aging way beyond his years. And it's not just his health that's on the rocks. His marriage with Hailey is reportedly in deep trouble, so much so that they're in therapy trying to patch things up. But insiders say if things don't improve soon, Hailey might actually walk away from the marriage for good, and she could even fight for full custody of their baby. But wait, there's even more. Some folks are whispering about Justin's secret nightlife, claiming he was recently spotted sneaking out of a certain men's-only spot in NYC. Now, these places are supposed to offer meditation and recovery therapies. But let's be real. Locals know the deal. There's an entire underground scene happening in these so-called wellness spots. And some men go there for way more than just relaxation.
As soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you rock this every time you come to LA. Yeah, this gonna be yours. So, then when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay, I get the mansion?
Yeah.
So where are we off to now?
Where would you like to go?
One person put it bluntly. A bathhouse? We all know what goes down in those places. That's straight up Diddy behavior. And another added, well, if he's there, he might as well get the full experience. The streets are definitely talking. And if even half of this is true, Justin's situation is messier than we ever imagined. The truth about Justin Bieber's past keeps getting messier, and people are connecting the dots on what really went down with Diddy. For years, there have been whispers about what Justin may have gone through in Diddy's circle, and looking at the state he's in now, it's clear he's still trying to recover from whatever happened. Justin was just 15 when he got pulled into that world, way too young to be surrounded by the kind of environment Diddy was known for. Meanwhile, Diddy was 40 at the time. Now, let's be real. Why would a grown man in his 40s randomly take a teenage boy under his wing, invite him to his house, and start throwing extravagant gifts at him? It wasn't just a couple of sneakers or a backstage pass. We're talking a Ferrari for Justin's 16th birthday and promises of a whole mansion by the time he turned 18. That's beyond generous. It's straight up suspicious. What was really going on behind closed doors? Fast forward to now, and Justin has never been the same since those years in Diddy's inner circle. His whole life took a dark turn. He went from a promising young star to someone constantly struggling with his health, his behavior, and his overall well-being. Just when it looked like he was getting better, this entire Diddy situation resurfaced. And now, people are saying he's back to drowning in substances. And have you seen the latest photos of him floating around the internet? He looks completely drained, skin and bones, aged beyond his years, and just lost. Fans are seriously worried, and honestly, they have every reason to be. Justin's appearance has fans shocked. He's looking alarmingly thin, and his face shows the weight of everything he's been through. People are saying he's aging way beyond his years, and the situation at home isn't helping either. He and Hailey are reportedly in therapy trying to work through his latest downward spiral. But insiders claim that if things don't turn around soon, divorce is on the table. And not just that, Hailey might even be preparing to fight for full custody of their child. But wait, there's more. Some folks are buzzing about a recent sighting of Justin at a certain men's-only spot in NYC. Now, these places are supposed to be all about meditation and recovery. But ask anyone familiar with the underground scene, and they'll tell you there's a whole other side to them. Some men go there for way more than just self-care. One person bluntly said, "A bathhouse? We all know what really goes down in those places. That's classic Diddy behavior." And another added, "Well, if he's there, might as well get the full experience." The rumors don't stop there. For years, people have whispered about what might have happened between Justin and Diddy when he was just 15 years old. Looking at how much of a mess Justin seems to be in now, it's hard not to wonder if he's still trying to heal from the damage. Let's not forget, Diddy was 40 when he pulled Justin into his world. A grown man showering a teenager with gifts and promises of luxury? It just doesn't add up. Diddy was even out here offering a Ferrari for Justin's 16th birthday and promising him a mansion at 18. Now tell me, why would a music mogul with zero reason to be that generous go so far for a young kid? There's too much smoke around this situation for there not to be some serious fire. And looking at Justin today, it's clear that whatever happened back then still haunts him. In a now infamous video, Diddy can be heard telling Justin, "As soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna let you rock this. Right here? Yeah, this gonna be yours. And when you get 18, you get the house." Even in the clip, you can see the confusion on Justin's face. Why was Diddy suddenly promising him cars and houses like this? But let's be real, Justin was only 15. At that age, any teenager would be thrilled by the idea of getting luxury gifts, especially from a hip-hop mogul like Diddy, who had power, money, and influence in the industry. But here's the catch. These gifts weren't free. And according to whispers in the industry, Diddy had his own plans for how Justin was going to repay him. The rumors allege that Justin was being groomed into something far more sinister. And what's worse, Diddy wasn't the only one involved. People claim that once Diddy was done with Justin, he allegedly passed him around to other powerful figures in the industry. And some of the names being thrown around? Odell Beckham Jr. and The Game. The speculation about Odell's involvement exploded when a viral video surfaced from an industry party, showing Justin in a very questionable position. In the footage, Justin appears to be kneeling in front of Odell, while Trey Songz is standing nearby, seemingly acting as a lookout. Someone managed to get a close-up shot, and as soon as Justin realized he was being recorded, he quickly raised his head, his lips visibly wet. Of course, when people saw this, the internet went wild. The immediate reaction? Speculation that Justin had been caught in a compromising situation with Odell. The sixth. What made this whole situation even more alarming was Justin's reaction. He was visibly upset when he realized he was being recorded. His discomfort only fueled suspicions about what was really happening behind closed doors. And if that wasn't enough, Jaguar Wright, who has never been shy about exposing the industry, came out and boldly claimed that the fluid seen on Justin's lips in that viral clip was exactly what people were speculating it to be. Then there's another video that has resurfaced, showing Diddy and The Game handing 16-year-old Justin multiple drinks at a party. But here's the disturbing part. Justin looks out of it in the footage, barely conscious, while the drinks keep coming. Someone even reposted the video, writing, "A clip of P. Diddy and The Game giving Justin Bieber drinks is going viral. People believe Justin was taken advantage of multiple times at this party." After all of these unsettling experiences, Justin seemed to distance himself from Diddy. It was like he had finally realized what was happening and wanted out. But it wasn't that easy. In fact, another viral clip shows Diddy questioning Justin about why he hadn't been coming around anymore. In the footage, Justin looks visibly uncomfortable, stuttering, shaking, and clearly trying to stay composed. But you could see it in his eyes. He was scared. And now, years later, people are looking back at Ally Carter's old warnings about Diddy and Justin and realizing that she may have been telling the truth all along. Ally Carter never outright said Justin's name, but the details she exposed about Diddy's alleged secret gatherings had people connecting the dots. because everything she described matched up way too closely with Justin's timeline in the industry. Ali claimed that Diddy allegedly brought underage boys and girls to these disturbing events, where they weren't allowed to eat until it was over. The reason? Because what they were forced to do was so extreme, some of them would actually get sick in the middle of it. But the most disturbing part? Ali alleged that certain men in Diddy's circle had twisted preferences, and that some of the young boys were deliberately given food that would upset their stomachs. Why? Because these men supposedly found something sickeningly entertaining about what happened next. And it gets even worse. Some of these boys were allegedly forced to stay in that state afterward. The details were so graphic that when this clip resurfaced, people immediately started questioning, was this what Justin went through? The speculation only grew stronger when new photos of Justin started making the rounds online, showing him looking alarmingly frail, exhausted, and completely drained. The internet went into a frenzy, questioning whether his past experiences were finally catching up to him. His team quickly stepped in to control the damage. As soon as people started speculating about substance abuse, they shut it down. TMZ even got an official statement from someone in Justin's camp, saying, "Justin's mental and physical health is exhausting and pitiful, and despite the obvious truth, people are committed to keeping negative, salacious, harmful narratives alive." But not everyone bought that explanation. Sources who spoke to Radar Online claimed that substances absolutely played a role in Justin's condition, and that he and Haley are deep in couples therapy right now, desperately trying to hold everything together. Despite his team's attempts to shut down the rumors, people aren't buying it. The speculation surrounding Justin's past with Diddy just keeps getting darker, and now, even industry insiders are speaking up. More and more people are coming forward with stories that paint a disturbing picture of what really went down behind closed doors. Some sources claim that Justin wasn't just an observer at these parties. He was allegedly pulled into things he never signed up for. And the worst part? He was too young to even process what was happening. Insiders say that once Justin started realizing the full extent of what was going on, he tried to break free. But stepping away from someone like Diddy? That's not easy. Industry veterans have said for years that Diddy doesn't take rejection lightly, and anyone who tries to distance themselves from him suddenly finds their career and personal life in turmoil. And Justin? He didn't escape unscathed. Soon after he started pulling away, things in his life spiraled out of control. There were sudden health issues, erratic behavior, and disturbing public appearances. People still remember that viral clip of Diddy confronting Justin on camera, demanding to know why he hadn't been coming around anymore. Even though Justin tried to play it off, his body language told a different story. He looked nervous, anxious, and visibly uncomfortable. Now, with the resurfacing of all these old clips and rumors, people are wondering, is this why Justin's life has been so chaotic? Was he dealing with the trauma of his past this whole time? And with everything coming out about Diddy's alleged lifestyle fan, as more clips and stories resurface, it's becoming harder and harder for Justin's team to bury the truth. The internet is digging deeper into his past. And what they're finding, it's beyond disturbing. More than ever, people are questioning whether Justin has been trying to send a message this whole time. But no one was paying attention. Take, for example, his sudden personality shifts over the years. One moment, he seemed like he was back on track, and the next, he was lashing out, spiraling, and withdrawing from the public eye. Now, people are looking at this pattern through a different lens. Was he acting out because of what happened to him in Diddy's circle? And then there's his music. Fans have started revisiting some of his older lyrics, and the eerie thing? Certain songs seem to hint at something much darker. Hidden in his words are references to feeling trapped, being controlled, and dealing with deep emotional pain. One clip that's been making the rounds again is an old interview where Justin was asked about Diddy. His reaction? Beyond uncomfortable. His body stiffened, his eyes darted away, and he quickly changed the subject. At the time, people thought he was just trying to be polite, but now it looks more like fear. And let's not forget how Diddy operates. He's known for keeping people under his thumb, And according to insiders, once you're in his circle, you don't just walk away. So now the biggest question is Justin finally free? Or is he still being controlled behind the scenes? Because from the looks of it, whatever happened in his past still has a tight grip on his present. As more disturbing details surface, fans are starting to realize Justin's struggles over the years might not have just been random. The signs were always there. But now, in light of everything coming out about Diddy's alleged lifestyle, those moments are hitting differently. One of the biggest red flags? Justin's ongoing battle with his health. The sudden illnesses, the frail appearance, the unexplained breakdowns. People are now wondering, was this all a result of something much deeper? Something he's never been allowed to talk about? And let's not forget about his relationships. His marriage to Hailey has been under constant strain, and sources close to them claim that behind closed doors, things are far worse than they seem. Some insiders even believe that Hailey knows more than she lets on, and that she's been trying to hold everything together while Justin keeps falling apart. There are even whispers that Diddy still has a hold on him, even if it's not direct. People who have tried to distance themselves from powerful figures like him don't always get away clean. One particularly chilling moment was when Justin canceled his entire world tour out of nowhere. His team blamed it on health issues, but fans weren't convinced. Some believe he was having a breakdown behind the scenes, possibly triggered by the resurfacing of everything he had been forced to endure. And here's the real question everyone's asking. Is Justin finally ready to speak out? Or is he still too scared to tell the world what really happened? Because if even half of these rumors are true, his silence isn't just about privacy, it's about survival. With everything coming to light, people are starting to question, is Justin being silenced? For years, he's had breakdowns, health scares, and erratic behavior. But the industry always brushed it off as just another celebrity struggling with fame. But now, fans aren't buying that excuse anymore. What if the truth is way darker than anyone imagined? One of the biggest red flags was Justin's sudden retreat from the spotlight. He went from being one of the biggest pop stars in the world to canceling shows, disappearing from public events, and looking completely drained in rare sightings. Insiders say that every time Diddy's name resurfaces in the media, Justin's behavior takes a turn for the worse. Then there's the strange way his team handles any mention of his past. Anytime rumors about his time with Diddy start spreading, his PR team jumps into overdrive, rushing to shut down any speculation about what he might have experienced. But why? If there's nothing to hide, why go to such extreme lengths to control the narrative? Even stranger, some sources claim that Justin has tried to tell people the truth before, but something or someone keeps stopping him. Whether it's NDAs, threats, or just sheer fear of what could happen, one thing is clear, he's carrying a secret too dangerous to speak out loud. And fans are starting to wonder, is that why he always seems so lost and broken? Is that why his marriage is struggling? Why he looks exhausted beyond his years? And why he keeps retreating from the world? Because if the rumors are even partially true, then Justin Bieber might be one of the biggest victims of the industry's darkest secrets. And the real question is, will he ever be able to break free? Right now, Justin and Hailey are doing everything they can to hold their marriage together. Sources say they're deep in couples therapy, trying to nip this all in the bud. With everything they're dealing with, the outside pressure, the adjustments of having a new baby, and the weight of Justin's past, it's no surprise that things have been super stressful for them. But according to insiders, Hailey isn't ready to give up just yet. She's trying to keep it together, but behind closed doors, it's clear this is crisis mode. And on top of everything, Justin is absolutely shaken after getting dragged into Diddy's scandal. Sources claim he's terrified of being subpoenaed when Diddy's case goes to trial. Because if that happens, who knows what could be exposed? The fear of what might come out is reportedly eating him alive. And with the trial coming up in May, people are saying this is just the beginning. Because once that courtroom starts digging, a whole lot of secrets could come spilling out. One person said, Hearing Justin Bieber say he turned to substances at 13 sounds ridiculous. Who gave him substances? You can't tell me someone wasn't pressuring him. Another added, I wouldn't be surprised at all. This needs to be laid out in the open. Justice needs to come ASAP. But now I want to hear from you. What do you think about the rumors surrounding Justin and Diddy? Do you believe the claims that Ali Carter made? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And before you go, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to keep up with all the latest tea. Plus, click here to watch this other messy video. You do not want to miss it. See you on the next one.